It's hard to imagine that an Academy Award-winning performance could ever lead to a professional dry spell. But for Kathy Bates, that's exactly what happened. After stunning audiences and critics alike in 1990's psychological thriller Misery, Bates should have been propelled into a cascade of complex, starring roles. Instead, she encountered the stark reality of Hollywood's rigid beauty standards, a reality that nearly kept her off screen for good. In a deeply personal and revealing reflection, Bates has opened up about the hurtful experiences she faced in the industry, from being passed over for roles she originated on stage to enduring demeaning questions about her appearance. One of the most stinging examples, being rejected by director Garry Marshall for the film adaptation of Frankie and Johnny despite her critically acclaimed performance in the original stage play. Coming off the high of her Oscar win for Misery, Bates should have been an obvious choice for leading roles. But when it came time for Marshall to cast the film version of Terrence McNally's Frankie and Johnny in the Clair de Lune, the actress who first gave life to the character of Frankie on stage didn't even get a second look. The late director reportedly told her he couldn't envision audiences accepting her in a romantic lead. "He couldn't make the leap that people would see me on screen kissing someone," Bates recalled. "Me actually kissing a man on screen, that would not be romantic." The role instead went to Michelle Pfeiffer, whose career and appearance fit more comfortably within the mainstream expectations of Hollywood femininity. This wasn't the first time Bates encountered such brutal assessments of her looks, and sadly, it wouldn't be the last. Growing up, she was already familiar with the sting of being labeled not conventionally attractive. In a memory that still haunts her, she learned that even her own father once remarked to her hometown acting teacher in Tennessee that she didn't possess traditional beauty. It was a formative comment, one that shadowed her rise to fame and impacted how she viewed her place in the entertainment world. Hollywood, known for its obsession with youth and glamour, has never been kind to those who don't fit the mold. Bates became painfully aware of that as she found herself in a barren stretch of career opportunities following Misery. "It was like a desert," she said, referring to the lack of roles offered to her, despite her critical success. Directors and producers couldn't, or wouldn't, see past her appearance to recognize her talent. She was typecast or overlooked altogether, her dynamic range and emotional depth often ignored in favor of actresses with more traditionally accepted aesthetics. Her pain wasn't limited to the decisions made behind casting doors. Even during press tours, Bates was subjected to demeaning questions that targeted her appearance rather than celebrated her artistry. While promoting 1991's A Play in the Fields of the Lord, she was sitting beside her co-star Aidan Quinn when a British journalist turned to him and asked, "You're a leading man. Is it believable that you and Kathy would be married?" The implication was clear, and cruel. Bates was crushed. "I went upstairs, I locked the door, and I cried like a kindergartner," she admitted. Yet, through all the rejection, humiliation, and hurtful commentary, Kathy Bates persevered. She went on to earn 3 more Academy Award nominations and has established herself as one of the most respected and versatile actresses in the industry. Her work spans drama, comedy, and horror with equal finesse, and she's left indelible marks in roles that no beauty standard could define. But even now, success can come with a complicated emotional toll. When she received a standing ovation earlier this year for her performance in Matlock, it was a moment that stirred deep, conflicting emotions. "It's the affirmation of a career that hasn't always been up here with the A-team going to Ibiza or whatever, you know," she said. "It hasn't been a straight trajectory." For Bates, the applause wasn't just a celebration of her performance, it was validation of a long, uphill battle against an industry that often made her feel invisible. Bates' story is a stark reminder that Hollywood has long valued appearance over substance, a standard that continues to evolve slowly. While things are beginning to shift, with broader representation and inclusivity gaining ground, her experiences underscore how deeply entrenched these prejudices are. Her journey is one of resilience, of enduring pain quietly and continuing to push forward with grace and determination. It's also a testament to the power of authenticity and talent to eventually rise above superficial judgments. For every young actor or actress who has ever been told they don't look the part, Kathy Bates stands as proof that brilliance can, and will, shine through. The barriers she faced, and the emotional scars they left, tell a larger story about an industry still grappling with its narrow definitions of beauty and worth. But in the face of it all, Bates remains not just a survivor but a force, a woman who demanded to be seen, not just for how she looked, but for who she was and what she could do.